So last time we talked about the Selenium Waits. So there are three types of the, basically there are two types, implicit wait and explicit wait in Selenium. So implicit wait is the wait that waits until it finds the certain element during some specific time. If it doesn't find during that time, then it will throw an error exception. It is based only on the time, so time based. And there is another wait type as explicit wait. Explicit wait is the wait type that is based on both the condition and time. So it commands the Selenium to wait until the condition is met. If the condition is not met, then it will wait certain time that is specified, then it will throw an exception. And another another difference between implicit wait and explicit wait is that implicit wait is applied to all the elements on the page, to whole like a WebDriver object, to all the elements it will be applied, but explicit wait will be applied to some specific element, to only one element where you need to apply this. So one of the type of the explicit wait is the fluent wait. So I will explain the difference between the regular explicit wait and the fluent wait. Okay, so if the element will not be found on the page, it might throw element not found exception, or element not interactable, or element not visible. Okay, and yeah, I already explained what is thread.sleep last time. So the implicit wait, yeah, I explained it. Implicit wait is the wait type that based on the time, but it doesn't mean that it will wait the whole that time that you specify. If it finds the element before then, if it finds the element within 1 second, it will continue to the next command. It will not wait 10 seconds. 10 seconds is the maximum wait time. Okay? Explicit wait until, yeah, it's based on the condition. If the condition is not met, then it will wait a certain time that is provided, and then it will throw an exception. So there are two types: the WebDriver wait, the regular WebDriver wait, and also fluent wait. So let's see that explicit wait in our example. So we have an example. Let me open the Eclipse. So we have created this. Let me comment this implicit wait. I commented implicit wait. So we have this test, Selenium Java test. In this test, we are setting up our system properties, and we are creating the Chrome driver object, a Chrome driver class object. We call it driver. Then we are using the driver.get method. We are opening the URL, this leaf ground, this website, and then we are maximizing the window. So we are maximizing the window, and then we are locating the one of these elements using the XPath, and then we are storing that into this web element. We called it appear. Then we are clicking on that element. Once we click on that, there will be a text, and then we are finding the element of locating the element using the XPath again, and then we are getting the text, basically last button. We are locating it, and then we are storing into this web element object, and then we are getting the text of that element and printing it. So because there is no wait time applied, this test case will fail. If I run it, just clicking, but it's not printing anything. You see, even if I said .get, so get the
Yes.
text of it, it's not printing anything because there is no wait time applied. It's not waiting. So when it clicks until it opens, no, it's taking some time, right? But Selenium that is not waiting. Selenium continuing to the next command, which is driver.close. This element.getText, because this is not ready. This is returning null, nothing. And next command is closing the browser. So here we need to apply explicit wait. All right. So explicit wait will wait specifically for this case. So until this element is found, element is located. So these are the conditions. So we can use one of these conditions. For example, for our case, we can use visibility of element located. This one, last one, visibility of element located. Okay, so it should wait until visibility of the element located. So explicit wait syntax is like this. So we need to create a WebDriver wait class object, which is this one. So to create a WebDriver wait object, we just need to write WebDriver WebDriver wait. So this the object name. We name it wait. New WebDriver wait. New WebDriver wait. and parentheses. Now, inside the parentheses, so it takes two parameters. First one is the WebDriver object. WebDriver object is a driver. We write the WebDriver object here, driver, comma, and the second one, in Selenium 4, before Selenium 4, we used to write just the time amount, because in Selenium for this type of passing this long, or this this long, you see, data type is deprecated. We need to write, we need to use duration dot of seconds. Now here we can specify, we can wait 10 seconds maximum. Now first we need to create a WebDriver class, a WebDriver wait class object. We created WebDriver wait class object. Then the second step is, wherever you need to apply explicit wait, use WebDriver wait object instead of WebDriver object. So we need to use WebDriver wait object instead of WebDriver object. So here we are using WebDriver object, here using the find element. Instead of this, we need to use WebDriver wait object, wait dot until wait dot until. Now wait dot until. So we have let me show you wait dot until. So if you pay attention, wait dot until is taking the WebDriver object, and it will take the a condition. So function, here you see, if you pay attention, it's a function, but that's
Yes, I see.
expected condition. Okay, now here we write expected condition dot, let me see, wait until expected conditions. Okay, conditions, expected conditions dot. Now you see, now this explicit wait class is providing us a multiple methods. Alert is present, attribute contains, DOM attribute to be, element selection state to be. You see, there are a lot of them. There are so present of all. So you see, now we want to use visibility of element. So here, if you pay attention, visibility of element located. So visibility of element, visibility of element located, this one. So I want to use this, and this visibility of element located method takes this locator strategy as a parameter. So you can use any locator here. Instead of XPath, you can use CSS selector or other locators. Okay, and now I need to put one more parenthesis. Yeah, now Here, if I use this WebDriver wait object, I don't need to use web driver.findElement or findElement. Instead of that, I will use wait.until, and I will pass the expected conditions and the condition. What in condition it should wait? It should wait until visibility of this particular element on the web page. Okay. Now we are storing that into the last button web element, and then getting the text, and then we're closing the browser. So um, basically it should click on this, wait to appear, and then it should click this element. I mean sorry, when I click it, it is not appearing, right? It should wait, and then when it appears, then it should get the text and then print. So let's run the test and we will see. So opening the URL, clicking wait to appear, waiting for yeah. Now you see it printed. It printed that text. So it worked, you see? Before it was not printing, right? Now it's printing. That means our explicit wait worked. This is how explicit wait works. If you apply the implicit wait, if you have, let's say, 10 commands, here also you have a command, right? It should click. And also if you, like, after clicking, if you want to get the text of some other, something else, then you need to write another command here to get the text. Then maybe you need to wait here as well. Here, and in multiple places, you need to wait. And for all the 10 places, if you apply the, explicit wait, like it might be like a lot of work. It might take too long. That's why maybe you need to apply implicit wait for all of them, the common wait, which is the implicit wait. Then for specific cases, you can apply the explicit wait. This explicit wait is specifically for this particular element. It will not be applied to the next command. It will be applied only to this command. Okay. And there is another wait. This is gonna be assignment for you. You're gonna write a test for wait for the text change. No, not the text change. For the wait for the disappear. Basically, not for disappear. You need to wait and then get this text and print it. because this text is appearing after some time. If you click, you see, this will disappear and this will appear. So you need to wait until this text appears and then get this text and print it. Okay? Wait to disappear.
Okay.
All right. So we besides that explicit wait, we have um let me I mean this so there are multiple explicit wait conditions. So let's see a couple of them. So let's imagine that we have the element uh 1 second. Uh, well, sometimes some elements are not clickable immediately. Uh, let's see. You see, when I'm clicking on this, when I'm clicking on the list, this is uh, this is taking a little time. Uh, Sometimes some elements takes time before it's clickable. I don't know which one we can take. And let's try this one. Click the list and then click the sign in. So save, and I'm gonna write another class. We're gonna create another class, and we call it so wait until clickable. Wait until clickable. So here, let me copy everything and paste it here. Okay. I will use this one. This web page. We need to get the. We need to open this URL. Once you got here, then we need to click list. Let me get the list. Me try with the class. I will create a CSS dot this class. Okay, so it's taking 12. So it's taking 12. If I use this locator, this CSS selector, if I use this, then the first one is this one. It will click on this one. But I need to click on this one, on list. Basically, it doesn't matter if I do, like if I, all right, let's click on the list. Then we need to write custom XPath for lists, or we can try with the ID. Can try with the ID. Let's try with the ID. I put the here ID. For ID, I put £, right? Hashtag ID, and then okay. So anyway, it's returning 3 for that particular ID. This one. Okay. Or maybe I can write with the title list. Yeah. Okay, title list. So, title, uh, div, div, title equals list. Check. So, oh, that's not a title, a div. It's a anchor tag. Oh, okay. Now, how many is it taking? 3. Okay, never mind. We will write a custom XPath for this particular list. Let's try with that XPath. So, if text equals list. Div text equals list. Okay. For the XPath, we need to put, two double forward slashes. So it's taking 2. Anyway, it's taking 2. Okay. This is the next one. But anyway, it will work. Maybe, like, 1 second. ID. If ID equal to okay. Now it's from parent to child. It's taking only 1. Okay. Now I will take this XPath and I will use it here. This XPath here. So this I need to change this to single quote, because here we have a double quote. If we have double quote here, inside this we need to change it to single quote. Here we have double quote. We need to change it to single quote. Here as well. Here we need to change it to single quote. Single quote. Because outside we have double quote. Inside it should be single quote. All right. Now, okay. So we need to wait. I mean, we are not waiting, so we don't need this. We just need to click on this. So basically we need to open this and then we need to click list. So let me delete this. Delete this. So this is gonna be list, right? Not appear, list. So list dot click. Let me run it. Did it click? To find out that, we need to when it goes inside, we need to get the text of this and print of this text. This text we need to print. Okay, let me try with the CSS. Okay, great, it's working. Now I will take this and then I will write web element text equals driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, and then I will put this CSS selector here. Now, text, I will need to print the text, right? So system.out.println text dot get text. So I need to get the text and print it. Okay, so let's run it again. Okay, so it failed. You see, failed because it's saying no such element exception. You see?
Yes, I see.
So this is a wait time issue. So after clicking this, it is not waiting. It is not waiting. It is not waiting until this element appears on the web page. Until this element appears on the web page. It's clicking this and trying to get this, but it's failing. Here, you need to apply explicit wait again. But I don't want to get the text. I don't want to get the text. After clicking this, I need to click this. Let's try this. So that we can use another explicit wait condition. So let me change it to like this. And for this, let's try the class. Let's try the class. Okay, it's not working. Sign in. Span sign in. Okay, let's try with the sign in. So span expat. We write expat. Span text equals sign in. Okay. So this is sign in. Oh, okay. This is the text. This is the text. Okay. There you go. We were able to get locate the locator selector. Okay. Now we get this XPath and we don't need to get the text. We just need to this is gonna be XPath, not selector, XPath, and we're gonna put the XPath here. I put the XPath here. Now this is gonna be sign in, right? Now this is gonna be sign in, but we need to click on this, right? Sign in dot click. See? Now sign in dot click. We don't need to print anything. Uh, after clicking this, then we need to get the text of this page title, right? Let's try to use that one. And let's try with the CSS selector dot class. There are spaces between them. We delete the space and put dot instead. One more. Now, okay, good. So this class, with the class, we can use the CSS selector and okay. Now after clicking this, we need to write web element sign in text, right? Sign in text driver dot find element by dot CSS selector. CSS selector here. We're gonna put the CSS selector. Then after that, we need to do we need to print the sign in text. Sign in text dot get text. That's it. So we need to basically we need to land on the home page, and then we need to click the list. Then we need to click sign in or create an account. This I think this test will fail because after clicking the list, it takes some time until this button appears. I mean this button is clickable, and I think it will fail. So let's run it. Okay, it's opening, maximizing, clicking the list. Now it failed. See? No such element exception. No such element exception. This one, you see? This failed. It is showing where it failed. Here, if you pay attention, here, you see? What is the line? That one is 23. Line 23. Yeah, at the end, wait until clickable main. This is the one. This is the Java 23. Line 23 is failing. This one. Because Selenium is basically just when it lands on the home page, it is clicking this and trying to click this one again without waiting. But it is taking time until this is clickable. So in that case, we need to wait. We need to wait until this element, this sign-in element, is clickable. Until this is clickable, before clicking this, we need to wait. Here, before this, we need to wait. Basically, here we need to apply the explicit wait again. So explicit wait syntax is we need to create a wait object, WebDriver wait object. I just copy this and paste it. I just paste it here. And then
بالتساؤل برضك
okay.
Mana bu web element sign in'dan keyin qo'yilmaydimi web driver wait? Chunki buni ochgandan keyin kutish kerakmi yoki unaqa
Yo'q,
bo'ladi?
mana qarang. Bu ochgandan keyin emas, bu mana bu ikkalasi bor-ku, aslida bu ikkalasini bitta qilib yozsa ham bo'ladi. Mana bunday qilib. Qarang.
Bo'ldi,
Mana
bo'ldi.
bunday qil.
Все,
Mana
bo'ldi, bo'ldi.
bunday qilib dot click deb ikkalasini bitta qilib yozsa ham bo'ladi. Bu o'sha
Tushundim.
bitta nimada komanda o'sha. Mana bunday qilib olib tashlab, bitta
Ha,
komanda qilib yozsa ham bo'ladi. Bu
tushundim.
mana
Bo'ldi,
buni
bo'ldi.
elementni topishini o'ziga vaqt ketadi-da, bundan keyin, buni bosgandan keyin. Vaqt bor orada.
Ha,
Kutish kerak. Mana bu load bo'lguncha. O'shanga biza bu yoqqa nima qilamiz?
okay. Got it.
We need to apply a explicit wait here. So create an object of the WebDriver wait, and then we need to wait instead of the WebDriver object here, driver.find element, we need to change it to wait.until, and then we need to using the expected conditions dot wait until element wait until element to be clickable. You see, there is a condition to be clickable. So we need to wait until this is clickable. Oh, there. I applied this the wrong one. I need to apply that here. Yeah. So let me copy that. Okay. Let me apply that here. Right. So basically, what we're gonna do is we gonna uh, so we're gonna store this into the web element. Web element is sign in. Okay, sign in button. Yeah, so this is sign in button. Now one more parenthesis. Now sign in dot click. Sign in dot click. Right. So it is waiting until this is clickable. Then it's clicking. Then it's then it should wait again. You see, after clicking this sign in button, it takes a little time again, until this text appears. So for this one also we need to apply wait. Basically we need to change this again. So wait dot until, and then we need to apply expected conditions dot visibility of the element, visibility of element located, by CSS selector. One more parenthesis here at the end. Okay, like this. We can do like this so that it can be easy to read. Okay, so we are applying one more explicit wait here as well. Then we are getting the text and printing. So let's run this test. We'll see. So it's opening the homedepot.com, clicking this, and now you see it worked. Now it printed. So we successfully applied the explicit wait here. I mean this here, before clicking the sign in button. Like after landing on the page, on the home page, we are clicking this and we are waiting a little, and then we are clicking sign in button and waiting again a little, and then getting this text and printing. Okay, this is the explicit wait, and we are applying two different conditions. Here we are applying this element to be clickable condition. Here, visibility of element located. Okay, all right, so if this is clear, now the next one is fluent wait. So fluent wait in Selenium is another type of the explicit wait actually. So there is as I explained, there is a regular explicit wait, which we have already seen that in our example. And another type, a second type of the explicit wait is the fluent wait. So what is fluent wait? Fluent wait in Selenium is the type of the wait that is used to define maximum time for the WebDriver to wait for the condition. And also there is a time interval. There is a time interval that WebDriver polls the uh, browser if that condition is met or not. So like this. So let me show you. So like we have opened this, right? We have opened the home page. We set this URL here, and Selenium is hitting that URL and opening that this using this get command. So it is opening this home page. Now after opening this home page, it is not waiting, it's clicking the list and again trying to click the sign in. If we don't apply the wait command, it will not wait. It will try to hit this sign in or create an account button without waiting. And if you don't apply the wait, it will fail. But if you apply this regular implicit wait command, so we are applying this explicit wait here, what happens? So basically it just uh, during this time, after clicking this, during this time that is waiting until this appears, WebDriver is polling regularly. Polling, like I mean checking without waiting. Like um, every if you milliseconds, WebDriver is checking if it disappeared or not, checking regularly, like within a few milliseconds. But like in our case, it's okay. Like it doesn't matter if it needs to wait like a milliseconds or the seconds. So as long as it appears and clicks, that's fine. But let's say there are some certain conditions on the web page. There is the same, like it appears the same button after certain amount of time. The same button. I mean the same button. There's a second button. There's a second button below. It appears after this, a few seconds after this button appears. But they are like the same. They have the same locator. Everything is the same. But the second appears a few seconds later. In in my test case, in this requirement, I need to click the second button and then I need to validate that. So in that case, I need to wait a certain time. I should not uh I should stop uh this WebDriver. I should tell the WebDriver, hey, after certain time, start searching, and this is interval. So you know the interval, right? Do you understand the interval, time interval, right? So time interval means this is one event is happening, and then after certain time, after 5 seconds, another event is happening. Second, and this is the time interval between the first event and the second event. 5 seconds. And the third one is also happening after 5 seconds. This is the time interval. 5 seconds between the events. So fluent wait is using the polling uh, method to set the interval between the events, between the waits. So that is a fluent wait. Basically, it checks for the web element at regular intervals until the object is found or timeout happens. So basically, it's saying to the WebDriver, hey, go check the element after, let's say,